Hello and welcome everybody. This is Bo Green and this is our inaugural sectional title scheme video. I'm so excited because there's so much information that is so hidden from sectional scheme owners, and most people keep on asking like, I'm buying into a sectional title scheme, what do I do? I'm so confused, I don't know what even it is that I've bought. Can somebody just explain this big act in very simple language for me in 5 minutes? Can somebody tell me what the sectional title is? Because gosh, it's so difficult to understand, right? All these jargons and everything. Keep watching. I'm about to break down sectional title in 5 minutes. Right. By the way, if you're new to my channel, here's your opportunity to click the subscribe button and click the notification bell so that every time we put up a new video, you'll be first to know. Right? Are you ready? Sectional Scheme 101. What is a sectional title? Like, everybody knows that you buy a property, then the property transfers into your name, and when it's a full title, basically you own the property and the land on which it is. And then you hear all this other thing about sectional title. I bought into a flat and they say to me that I only own a certain part of my property, and there's all this jargon. Let me break it down for you simply. Sectional title scheme is where you own a section of a bigger scheme. Let me further break it down for you. When we're talking about your section, we're talking about the units, the 4 walls that you live in, the door number, the 4 walls that you live in, and any exclusive area that is attached to your property. What do I mean by exclusive use area? The area that is on the Surveyor General's diagram, which has been attached to your unit, basically giving you permission to use a certain part of the property and nobody else has it. Now that you have that, then we have what we call the communal or the common property. Now you own an undivided share in that. And that is why we would do things like collect levies so that you can use monies that is being collected to maintain such aspect of the property. Now that we're done with sectional title scheme, let's explain the rationale behind why sectional title schemes was actually done. It's number one, because we're running out of land, guys. Let's be honest. There's more and more people being born every single day. Imagine if everybody owned the land upon which the property was on. At some point, only certain people will have the land and everybody else cannot buy the land anymore. So sectional title scheme is just another way of basically improving the opportunity of many people owning a certain land. Okay, that was one. Number two was also the affordability. Property is becoming expensive as more and more people are demanding this little land that we have. It becomes more expensive, right? So developers, and let me not use this word now, but let's just say the land is becoming more expensive. So it was found that it's better that if one person owned the land and broke it down into pieces, that at least certain people can own an undivided share in that land and rather own the section within which they actually live in. Now that that is done, so we've ascertained that it's more affordable, and we've ascertained that it's also saving the land, and also from a communal living point of view. Gone are those days when everybody needs to have a high wall, man. We need to get back to Ubuntu. We need to get back to like being able to talk to people and stuff like that. Sectional title scheme gives you that opportunity. Now let's talk about the moving parts of a sectional title scheme. Within a sectional title scheme, the main things you want to know is, let's start off with the developer. The developer is the person or the company that actually conceptualizes the scheme, registers it, and actually builds the property. Now, as soon as they build and they sell the first unit, something is created, and that is what we call a body corporate. So a body corporate is basically the owners within the scheme that help in the day-to-day management of the actual scheme that has been created. So the developer realizes or creates that. So an AGM, an annual general meeting, has to be set up, and at that place one can nominate certain people within the body corporate to actually be involved in the day-to-day running of the actual complex. Imagine a sectional scheme with, let's say, 1,000 units and everybody wanting to run the place. There will be chaos. You then select a few people who we call the trustees, who stand as a fiduciary body to the body corporate, right? Then we also find that these trustees are not really versed in the operations of a body corporate or a sectional title scheme, so they often go ahead and put to market and employ managing agents like us to actually help with the day-to-day running of the body corporate. Now, those are the three moving parts that you really want to know about: the developer, the body corporate which you are a part of when you buy, and the trustees, and from there the managing agent who basically performs the trustees' work on a day-to-day basis. I hope this video was clear, and I hope it was concise enough for you and has taken away all the misconceptions of what the sectional title scheme is. If it hasn't, do feel free to actually hit me up and subscribe to one of our free online coaching sessions where we actually go a step further and go more into details and help make your living in a sectional title scheme much more convenient. I'm Ebo Kwegri, and it was a great pleasure doing this Sectional Schemes 101 video for you to basically help improve your life within a sectional title scheme. Have a great day further. Cheers.